Can't get the bottom of it though. The man down there, the little man.
You can if you roll it up like that.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one's for Arrested Development Season 4, Episode number 1. Here we go, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to keep telling their other friends. It's helping the algorithm.
I'm gonna tell him. Hey friend, just wanted to let you know that the algorithm is really helping a lot. Yeah, talk later.
So we did post a poll to get your guys' choice as far as the original season 4 or the edited.
Remix.
You guys clearly wanted the original, and thank you guys for the instructions in the comments below the poll as far as where to access that. So that's the version we will be watching and reacting to.
Yep.
Just one comment from the last episode from executive producer Del Guy, who says, "Thanks for this. As you probably know, this was the series finale, and it stayed that way for a number of years. I found it a satisfying wrap-up and was surprised at the time that they managed to do it. We fans knew that there were 4 unaired episodes. Nothing happened with them for months, and finally Fox stumped them into a 2-hour Friday time slot when everyone was watching the Olympics. Under those circumstances, it was amazing to see a true conclusion. Not only did it wrap up all the threads left hanging, but it called back to the pilot episode. A direct comparison will show some line-by-line echoes of what happened in that beginning of the series, also set on a boat." Great insight, great comment. Let's jump into season 4. So this is a few years later.
It was May. It was May 4th, and in the beachside town of Newport Beach, the annual celebration known as Cinco de Cuatro was underway.
Hearing anything?
Inch space for me. Look, listen, hey, look, listen.
Look, listen.
Look at.
Look.
Are you listening? You want your space. I get it. I did not mean to crowd you, pal. Listen, I thought that this was fun and it was okay. But you didn't see it that way, buddy. It's not like I don't have some place to go. You know, just go right back to my home. They don't have internet there, so just put the law school on pause. It's not the first time that I've done that. You know, last time I did that, you were born. You know, no school. Maybe I'll just go to the real Phoenix school. They got one up to me. Plus, you going?
What's that?
We were here. Yeah, clearing out an hour here or there. Yes, got it. Not a problem. You give me a little fair warning, I clear right out of here. Let's schedule now, we can do it. I need help with the calendar. It's like stuck on 2003. Let me just break in.
You just hit today.
Just hit today.
Okay, so I don't have today. I need to jump forward.
No, I know the
What a number of years.
button that says today.
Michael had a right to be excited. It had been many years since the Blues family had had any business success. Not since Michael's mother, Lucille, had sold off a quarter of the company just before the onset of the Great Dark Period. But after examining the company's prospects,
Police boots? Lucille 2.
Stan Sitwell quickly divested himself.
How'd you like to be bumped up to Lucille 1?
So the Bluth family had a new stakeholder, while the old one, who knew she'd be implicated in some of the family's misdeeds,
You boys know how to shovel coal?
headed out on whatever the opposite of a maiden voyage is. Michael,
See, like
however, made it
the
hard
watermark?
to get pulled into the drama and to let the family keep themselves all together for a while. And he set off to sea, even as his mother mysteriously turned back.
Why the alleged shipjacker changed direction is still unexplained.
First
But
let's
what
see
is
ships.
known is that many of the charges against this seaward matriarch will fall under the dominion of the little understood maritime law.
And soon the hearing drew near,
Well, I missed the hearing.
and then passed.
Oh, it just snuck up on me, and then they called, and they wanted me there at 8 bells. You know, I thought that was there at 5 p.m. By the time I got back, the courtroom was reverted back to the Crab Restaurant. 8 bells are first rule watch length. It's maritime law.
Yes, Michael returned after all.
You know, 1 bell is struck after 30 minutes.
It seems Michael had been interested in maritime law since playing a lawyer in an original school play titled The Trial of Captain Hook.
Oh, Captain Hook.
Prior to this, his only dream had been to possess the power of flight. Tipping them.
I've been tipping them.
Okay, the treadmill's up and running. We got the door on and we were.
Oh my gosh.
I'm suggesting that maybe we do a vote to see who stays in the dorm room.
He suggested
He
that.
still wear the
serious?
pleat
The
pants.
thing is that the room is
That's
only
what you got a collar shirt now.
Right, we have a vote. He's gone in 2 seconds. Ah, 2 against 1, right?
Actually,
We gotta do it.
well, the thing is that it kind of puts me in an awkward position.
Right.
Hey, because since there's only 3 people voting, everyone's going to know who voted against who.
Well, what about if your girlfriend wants to move in? That way she gets a vote.
I'm just here for 2 minutes.
She's not my girlfriend.
Well,
She's my
Well, I mean, I'm
cousin.
not attracted to him.
Well, why is that even an issue?
Leon doesn't know any of that stuff. Okay. He'll just think that her vote's the vote that got him out.
Well, wouldn't my girlfriend want to get rid of my father?
I'm not your girlfriend.
Not your girlfriend.
No, but he doesn't know that.
No, someone could vote for me, that's right. Otherwise it's suspicious. We don't want a palace coup, right?
Well, I'll vote you out.
Yeah, I will.
You to do it.
I wouldn't make you do that, you know. Then I'd fall down a flight of stairs and crack my head open and feel bad about yourself your whole life.
And perhaps it was the chair that fooled Michael into thinking his next idea was a good one.
What if I vote myself out?
You do that.
You do that.
It's simple algebra. You 2 vote against P-Hound, nobody knows who did what, because there's a vote against me in there, and it's adios, brothiero. It cannot fail.
Michael was pleased with his plan.
Except now they're just gonna vote you
Can I
out.
get a tie?
Briefly.
I mean, if the 2 of us vote against P-Hound and you and P-Hound vote against you, then it's 2 against 2, right?
Wow, you think that he would vote against me? I mean, all right, new plan.
The details of the plan continue to develop.
He is not getting
So
it.
we have 2
To leave.
scenarios. It's either 2 votes against P-Hound, 1 vote against maybe, 1 against me, with that vote being my own. Or if it's 2 votes against me, then clearly P-Hound's being nasty. That triggers a recount, and then it's a P-Hound blitz. We all vote against P-Hound. He's gone.
What if whoever loses
Yeah.
refuses to go?
You think P-Hound would do that?
You think P-Hound will do
good
that?
plan.
It's you! That's all these
Continued
scenarios
through
are
what should
about.
have been organic chemistry.
We all pack ahead of time. Really pack a bag so it doesn't look rigged, you know? And then the loser, straight out the door. I mean, that's the deal. You know, that's the cost of having a vote. That's the price of freedom.
You know, maybe it's better if we're all just direct with each other, you know? Just say what's on our minds.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out anyway.
Dad, you know, I've really loved living with you.
No talking. No talking. Once the votes come in, you're just right out the door. That's the missing piece. That's it. This plan is foolproof. Oh, I cherish this too, pal. Yeah. How many fathers get to go to college with their kid, huh?
So obviously, this is what happened. Michael read his own vote first.
First vote to remove. Michael. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Second vote to remove.
Mike.
Michael.
Michael expected this, but
It should have
didn't
been too,
expect the
right?
sting.
Wow. Obviously, if there's a tie, there's an immediate runoff. Third vote to remove.
Mike.
Michael.
What?
Obviously, the verdict was in, and it's hard to know exactly why
You gotta
Michael
go,
opened
player.
the 4th ballot. Was it out of hope?
Was it out of hope?
Confusion?
Confused?
Either way,
Embarrassed?
it couldn't be what he wanted to read.
You said it. No talking, babe. That was his rule. Read the votes and no talking. Just take your bag and walk out the door.
His own rules.
No talking.
Michael did the only thing he could think of that would save face.
So embarrassing.
Charlie Brown.
Oh, he's like, Dad.
Michael had just been stunned by some bad news. And with nowhere
I guess
to
I gotta
he
go.
decided to pick up a copy of Altitude to lift his spirits.
Hello. Hey. How are you heading today, sir?
Oh,
I just
good.
wanted a copy of your in-flight magazine, Altitude.
This is ticketing. You can get the magazine on the flight.
I get it, but I'm in the magazine.
How many bags?
Does
I'm
not
not
care.
checking these.
Sorry, you actually can't carry those on board.
Let me start over. I am the star of Altitude magazine this month, or quarter, actually. It's an April-September issue, and I just want to get a copy. I'm not flying anywhere.
Why do you have suitcases?
Those are irrelevant.
Not to me.
I was mistakenly voted out of a four-person housing situation.
Why are you explaining
Mistakenly.
this?
No talking after scenario. Does that clear it up for you?
What do you mean by mistakenly?
I voted against myself to spare my son the embarrassment of having to vote his own father out of his dorm. That's all.
But that leaves 3 other votes.
Yeah.
Can I get a copy of the magazine, please?
I'm sorry, they're actually for passengers. We don't even give out honey nuts, so we're not going to give you a magazine.
Who wants honey nuts? I don't want the honey nuts. I want to just jump onto the plane, grab a magazine.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
So you are flying.
let people walk on the plane all the time. Do you
Yeah,
want a box
sure.
cutter?
Do you want to buy?
These guys are jerks.
Thank you.
He gave.
And
Ah,
Michael
the same
kicked
way he left.
himself for a pose he thought would express humility to Sanjeev, the Altitude photographer.
So bad.
And so Michael, a man who'd for years threatened to leave his family, but had always stayed for his son, a man who'd no longer had that excuse nor anywhere to live, found himself with
Man, they got
nothing
like
to
the
lose
whole
in a town
show
that he'd
back
always
there.
imagined would be his destiny. And for the first time in many years, Michael had hope.
With the Phoenix.
On the next Arrested Development, Michael steps out of the air-conditioned airport.
Hope you know a good place to live because
It is
Dear
hot.
Lord. Because I'm looking to make a new start. Oh, Mother of God! Dear
Don't touch the hand. It's hot.
And Michael returns to the only viable place he can think of to live,
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Where his mama.
where he begins his new life, cleaning up after his family's old one.
Buster. No. No. Joe.
What the fuck?
Alright, that was episode 1 of season 4 of Arrested Development, and love to see everybody coming back a little older, a little seasoned. I love all the guest star cameos we had on there. I hope they keep that going for this season, because that's hilarious how they got Kristen Wiig playing the mom for the flashback on there. Yeah, I love the voting part with George Michael and his daddy, and it worked out exactly how it should have worked out. I'm glad they all voted, because he just wasn't getting it. There was no other way unless you were going to be 100% blunt out and tell him, there you got to go. But he wasn't getting it till then. So now he done went to Phoenix. What is he going to do over there?
I mean, he just flew back home though.
Oh, he just flew back. Oh, so he back in Cali right
He's like,
now.
I'm not doing this heat.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was I love to see everybody coming back. I wonder what they're going to do with this season 4. It looks like right now it's just Michael trying to figure out how to even stay afloat. Because now he owes another $700,000 again back to
Lucille too.
So, I mean, I guess that's what we'll be doing for this season right here. But I'm all with it because it seems like a fresh take on what we had from the old. And I like how they caught us back up to what we were. So, can't wait to see episode 2.
I absolutely love this opening episode. I love the pacing of it. I thought it was very hilarious. I thought it moved very quickly through the storyline. Absolutely love the desperate nature of Michael this episode. I thought all of that was super hilarious. I have to shout out my MVP though. She's always gonna get it. Kristen Wiig coming through as Lucille was fucking brilliant. I loved it so much. She was even doing like the the scrunching of the lips when she was looking at it. It was just so well done to me. I loved it. I just loved it. I wasn't expecting that. That was such a nice surprise. You guys did a good job of not giving any of that away. Seth Rogen coming too, I thought was great. Having the dude from Pitch Perfect, plus the guy that was from, I think, Veep. I think he's from Veep. But anyway,
Yeah,
all
he's from Veep.
those, what are they called again?
Cameos
Were really, really good. Super exciting. And yeah, I just thought it was a really well-paced episode. Very, very funny. And I'm curious if you guys know this. It's totally okay if not. What the actual time jump was. Because, I mean, now George Michael's in a senior in
Senior,
college.
that's
So it has to be like
about 4 years
4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
right? I can't remember what grade he was in high school, but really great first episode. I feel like it set up the season really well, and very much looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction for Arrested Development Season 4, Episode number 1. And until next time, people, peace.